What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, I'm bringing you another deal breakdown about how I did a $12,000 wholesale deal here in Mesa, Arizona. Make sure you stick around to the video because this deal was extremely hard to get to the finish line because it was a mobile home out in Mesa and those are way harder to sell. So stick around to the end of the video to see how I was able to get this deal closed. Also, if you're not already subscribed, go down below, hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives. So I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Alright, so $12,000 wholesale deal out in Mesa, Arizona on a mobile home. A lot of us investors out here in Arizona hate the Mesa mobile homes, but really it depends on what community it is in order for us to be able to make money or not. Because there's a few communities out there in Mesa where your deal will not sell. Nobody wants it. Fortunately, this deal was in a community that was okay, so people were willing to, take a look at it and submit offers on it. Now, how did we get the lead? This lead came from a high equity list, and it came from cold calling marketing. I love cold calling marketing. There's links down below in the description for the same cold callers I use and the same dialer I use. Check it out. But the lead came in from cold calling. Once we got the lead, we called the seller and we figured out why they wanted to sell. So once we got the lead, we called the seller and we tried to figure out why he was interested in selling, and we pulled out that he wanted to sell because he was getting old. He was tired of renting. He didn't want to be a landlord anymore, so he was a tired landlord. And he didn't live in Arizona anymore, so it was just a hassle to own this property here. And the lease was coming to an end. The lease with his tenants was coming to an end on April 31st, so he was ready. He was ready, to just get rid of it. He didn't want to sign another lease, didn't want to put more tenants in there. He was ready to let go of the property. So that sounded great. He did mention to us that he hasn't done any remodeling to the property and it's in pretty rough shape. It's rentable, but it's really not the best. So we knew we were going to have to do a full remodel on this property. So in our repair cost, we knew it was going to cost us around $20,000 on this property to clean it up. This seller was playing hardball. It was really hard to negotiate with him. He was starting at $120,000 and the property is worth between $160,000 to $180,000. So at $120,000, especially it being a mobile home, we need a little bit more spread. So we knew we could not pay him his $120,000 with an ARV at $160,000 to $180,000 on a mobile in Mesa. No buyers would be interested in a deal with spread like that. So we knew we had to negotiate a lot off his asking price. So slowly we were bringing him down, and finally we got him down to $98,000 for the property. We got him to agree to sign on the dotted line for $98,000, and we got the property under contract. Now it was time to actually go get pictures of the property, and this became a challenge because the tenants, both of them, worked jobs and they were never home. So it was really hard to schedule something. So we ended up having the tenant just leave the key on the window AC unit out by the carport to let us into the property. So I sent my acquisition manager out to the property to take pictures of it. He went through the property, it was not in good shape. It needed a bunch of repairs and it needed full remodel. I'll throw some pictures up on the screen. As you can see, it is not 2021 modern. It is pretty outdated and in rough shape, and it's just like a beat up mobile, what you'd think. So once we had the pictures, we started marketing the deal. I sent the deal out at $119,900, and I really didn't get any hits. I got no offers for like the first week. So after that first week of marketing the property, I decided to drop the price. I dropped the price to $114,900. I still got no offers, barely any offers. If I got any offers, they were coming in at like $70,000 for the property, which was a complete joke. I'm not about to take a $70,000 offer. There's no way. So now it had been 2 weeks of me marketing the property and I had no solid offer and I hadn't got the deal sold and I was running out of time. The close of escrow was on May 1st and we were getting really close to it and I hadn't had the deal sold. I was getting really worried. The seller called me and asked me if I was still going to be able to close on schedule, and I told him no, I'm going to need about 2 more weeks of time. And I was able to secure an addendum with the seller for a 2-week extension of the close up until May 14th. So now I felt okay, I had some more time. So I sent the deal out again. I did another price drop. I sent the deal out at $109,990, and this time I finally got a solid offer. I got an offer at full price, $109,990. He wanted to see the property. I told the tenant to leave the key there again, and I had the buyer walk the property, and he was ready to go. I got the assignment contract signed and got them to deposit not $5,000 earnest money this time, because it's a little bit cheaper of a property. They were only willing to deposit $3,000 of non-refundable earnest money, but I felt pretty comfortable with that. Remember, you always want to get at least $3,000 to $5,000 non-refundable earnest money from your cash buyer. So now that we had the deal assigned, I felt pretty comfortable. I was going to be able to perform on my word with the seller and actually get him paid and actually get the deal closed. So I felt pretty good. As we were going through the transaction process, because it was a mobile, we had to get the paperwork on whether it was a fixed or not a fixed and whatnot, because the lender needs to know whether it is a fixed or not and what type of loan docs to draw up for that type of situation. So we ran into a little bit of road bumps as far as that along the transaction process, but once we got to May 14th, the deal closed and we got paid. Overall, this deal went pretty smoothly, other than the concern of not being able to sell it and the minimal offers coming in, and having to do 3 price drops is never a good thing. But other than that, the process went smooth. The seller didn't get too nervous, didn't freak out that I was extending the time. He stayed pretty cool, calm, and collected, and overall was an easy seller to deal with. So I'm really happy we were able to do this deal and help this seller out. And here's a little key tip for you guys. If you send your deal out and you don't get any offers after a few days, don't think you don't have a deal. Don't cancel. I'm sure you have some room to go ahead and do a price drop on the price that you're marketing the property at. So lower the price and try to get some offers. If that doesn't work, lower the price again. Keep working at it, right? Keep working at it. Because eventually someone will come in and say, hey, I like the deal. Also, you need to get more eyes on it. So if maybe you got no offers to your buyer's list, reach out to another experienced wholesaler in your market and say, hey, can you send this out to your list and I'll give you some of the profit to see if any of your buyers want to take the deal. So keep working the deal. Just because you got no traction, got no offers on it from your first attempt at marketing the property doesn't mean you should give up. You should continue to drop the price and keep marketing the property to get more eyes on it. And I guarantee if it is a deal, in some way, shape, or form, if it is a deal, someone is going to want to buy it. It is a deal and has value to someone out there. You just need to get their eyes on it. But other than that, this was a great deal, $12,000 wholesale deal out in Mesa, Arizona. I hope you guys liked this deal, case study deal breakdown. I'm going to keep bringing them to you every single week. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Also, if you're not already subscribed, go down below, hit the red button, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.